Good afternoon. My name is Anthony Lowe from General Motors Europe Advanced Design. Today I think we're going to present to you the 94X biopower concept. But before I do that, I'd like to tell you a little bit the history of how long I've been involved with the Saab brand. And in the 2000 I joined GM Saab and as an advanced chief designer. And in that time, I think since then I've been working in Saab in Sweden until actually the end of or the middle of 2006. But in this time I have also worked on other brands, but I can tell you a little bit more later. You're familiar with some of the show cars. We have worked as a team when Michael Mao was still there. I think in 2001 we showed the first concept car, the 9X. Then in 2002 the 93X, and we have the sport hatch concept, and then after that I think we kind of have a little bit quiet years, partly because we're doing a lot of internal studies on where the Saab brand should go, and I think the result has been coming up with new ideas of new entries into portfolio and so on. So one of many ideas is the crossover concept for Saab. What does it mean? I mean, 93X is a kind of a crossover coupe, which is something we loved doing, but I think as a mainstream product, maybe it's a little bit limited. I think in the audience. So I think what we would like to do is perhaps something a little bit more of a mainstream, has a little bit bigger size type of vehicle. And the important thing is that how to keep a concept like this also true to the Saab brand. So kind of like to start like that. I think, okay, first of all, I think the concept of the 94X is a crossover concept. But as you know, we are quite late to join this still very much growing segment. So I think this is kind of an important car. We have to do the right thing. Otherwise, it would be very hard to compete with already many established players. So what is important for this car, and why we think our customers would be attracted to it? I think first of all, it's very sporty. It's a little bit the focus is very much on the on-road dynamics. But as you know, with very big wheels, all-wheel drive system, you can also go off-road if you need to, but mostly it's focused on on-road performance. But in terms of the whole concept, I think it's a five-seater concept, but a very flexible rear end storage system, which has, in this particular case, we have integrated a ski storage concept, which you can store 3 pairs of skis internally. So if you have very expensive skis that you don't want to get stolen, that's a really good way. This is actually something we developed in collaboration with Salomon. As you may know, Salomon and Saab has been together on many sponsoring a lot of events, and they gave us a lot of help and insight into how people actually how people store skis and what customer would like to do. And also we interview a lot of their designers and skiers as well to get a lot of information. So the idea is that if you have a ski system, a ski storage system, that you can put skis in the car, and also you cannot just, I think many cars you can just put them in the car, but we should also worry about safety, and this safety is a very important brand pillar for Saab. As you know, Saab has been very focused on how real-life safety. And I think we cannot just say I can put some skis in the car and just strap it down or something like this. It's a little bit not our way. And we think that to put skis in the car, it has to be extremely secure. It has to be easy to access, and we cannot make the process of getting the ski in and out of the car really too complicated. So that's kind of the idea behind it. And I think we believe that our customers will be very excited about such a feature. Yeah, in a concept like the 94X.
Can you tell us how the concept car that will translate from this concept to production, how that will evolve? Are there certain things that you see right now that may be carried over, and certain things that you see that may not be?
Okay. I think is maybe I starting a little bit with some of the design cues that inspired this car. I think we have been working on kind of a lot of concept cars in the past, as I said earlier, but the major, I think, influence is coming from the Aero X. So somebody would say Aero X is a two-seater sports car, very extreme. How can this design theme actually can be translated into a car in this dimension and proportion? So I think this, you can see, is a very good example. You can obviously see the family connection between this, the 94X and the Aero X, but at the same time, I think many of the features, like the front grille, like the headlamp, like the hood detail, and the lower part of the bumper and so on, even though it has kind of the Aero X flavor, but it's done in a way that is suitable, much more suitable for this car, a little bit give you a more rugged feel. For example, I think the grille, the angle of the grille is a little bit more upright to get a little bit more, give the front end a little bit more substance to balance with the rest of the car. So on the back end as well, and we have a very distinctive signature lighting, which you will see hopefully in all our future products, that we have a band of light, which also again inspired very much by the Aero X. A light band that runs the full width of the car. That's kind of have a, you know, from a distance, if you driving behind from a distance, you can see, you cannot mistaken this for another car, because Saab has this illuminated light pipe that goes all the way.
Is that it also in this particular?
Yes, it's also in this one. So maybe you can have a look in the back later on.
Excellent.
So this one, I think we believe that is quite very important. I think headlamp and tail lamp signature becomes more and more important, because I think there are, as we go into the future, I think all the premium brands will focus very much on how to appeal out to the customers in various ways. Some on maybe performance, some on features, but I think in the design there's going to be so much competition. So we need to look at details and features, how we can differentiate ourselves to another brand. So that's something we really like to work on, and I think, as you can see also here, that I think something we talk about for many years in our concept car, which is the wraparound windshield, the wraparound look, and how we make it most convincing way. And I think you can see here that I think it brings back a lot of the strong Saab design cues that started off with the 99 and the 100, which is kind of more upright windshield with a wraparound look. And I think we've done a much better job here this time in trying to make it not just making a wraparound and look, but also making it functional as well in terms of visibility and so on. It's an improvement over our competitors.
Could you speak to the future for other products in addition to the 94X, the 95, and some of these other rumors that we may have been hearing?
Well, it would be very difficult. I think I'm not sure if this is the right time to talk about future products. But what I can tell you, as a minimum, is I think we have a lot of launches coming up in the very near future. I think I can give you a hint of what's coming. I think, as Carl Peter Foster mentioned in his speech today, I think this is a brand that is really moving on. I think we have a lot of exciting products. Concept cars is one thing, but production cars as well, which is kind of coming in the next, in the very near future. And I would like to, I think, advise you to come to the next motor shows, and in Europe as well, and Geneva Motor Show. There will be some more news there. But for the time being, I think the 94X is our latest and greatest, and we are very proud of it.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much for your time.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it.